I call upon the spirit of the owl, messenger of wisdom. Welcome to the Temple of the Owl. Merry meet. I am your host, Matt's Owl, and I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. This is episode 12, my book review on Ancient Healing Techniques by Douglas DeLong. Here at the Temple of the Owl, deep in the forests of Northern California, where we talk about magic and spirituality on all levels, but it's through the perspective of a modern witch. As always, these are just ideas to help you live a magical life and make you think about things differently. Please take the information and do what you will with it. Witchcraft is a deeply personal religion that is unique to each individual, so feel free to change or adapt anything to work with you. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your support. And a special thank you to those listening on the Troubled Minds Radio Network, KUAP Digital Broadcasting. Go to troubledminds.org for more information. And I am personally inviting you to be a part of some of the great conversations with my friend Michael Strange, who highly inspired this show. Also visit troubledminds.org/friends and support all of my amazing friends collaborating on this radio station. Follow Rohan of the Exiled Minds podcast. I want to thank both of those gentlemen for producing this show. Now, I want to do a book review, but I like to start the show with what I call the MOD, or the message of the day. And it's a quote I find that helps me explain the show topic. And today's quote is, "Healing doesn't mean the damage never existed. It means the damage no longer controls your life." And it is attributed to Akashi Dobi, an Indian author. In essence, the quote suggests that healing is not about erasing the past or pretending that it never happened. Instead, it is about finding ways to cope with the trauma and the damage caused by past events and moving forward in life without letting them control you. Witches are known as healers. The techniques I learned in this book have seriously boosted my magical healing powers and helped me to understand how healing works. I brought these lessons to my own religion of witchcraft, and I have been blessed by the teachings in this book. If you want to learn healing, this is a great book for resources and teaching about healing on many different levels. I highly recommend it to anyone who is a seeker of the craft or simply wants to learn more about healing the body. This book is part of a series of works by the author, and it explores various alternative and holistic healing methods rooted in ancient traditions. And here is the disclaimer. I am not a doctor. What I'm talking about here are healing techniques that I learned in this book. Seek professional medical help if you need it. Now here is an overview about the book. Ancient Healing Techniques by Douglas DeLong. The book was first published in 2003. Douglas DeLong from Canada is an energy healer and medical intuitive. He works as a past life therapist, chakra master, counselor, and spiritual teacher. In the past 20 years, he has regressed more than 1,000 people and taught psychic development classes to hundreds of clients and students. An overview: Ancient Healing Techniques by Douglas DeLong delves into a wide array of traditional healing practices from around the world. The book's primary focus is on energy healing, spiritual healing, and methods to address physical, emotional, and spiritual imbalances. Key aspects and techniques covered in the book may include energy healing. The book explores different energy healing methods, such as Reiki, pranic healing, and healing touch. These techniques involve working with the body's subtle energy fields to promote healing and well-being. The craft of energy healing, a mysterious blend of Reiki, pranic sorcery, and the gentle touch of healing hands. We harness the elemental currents of life to mend and soothe. Crystal healing. Crystal therapy is discussed, explaining how certain crystals and gemstones are believed to have healing properties and can be used to balance and align one's energy. Crystal sorcery. The crystalline alloys, precious gemstones, and sacred crystals endowed with the energies of the earth. These mythical stones hold the power to mend the spirit and realign the astral forces. Meditation and visualization. The book likely discusses the power of meditation and guided visualization as tools for relaxation, stress reduction, and self-healing. The art of contemplation and guided visions, a pathway to the sacred realms. As we venture through the mists of meditation, we uncover the hidden keys to serenity and self-mastery. Chakra healing. The concept of chakras, which are energy centers within the body, is explained, along with techniques for balancing and clearing these energy points. Behold the chakras, the etheric vortexes within the mortal vessel. Within these swimming pools of energy, we conjure balance and healing, restoring the harmony of the soul. spiritual healing. The author touches upon spiritual healing practices, including prayer, energy healing, and connecting with spiritual guides. With incantations of prayer and invocations, the spirits are beckoned. Herein lies the mystic language to conjure benevolent allies and guide the weary soul. Holistic approaches. Various holistic methods, including herbal remedies, are often explored in the context of healing the whole person, encompassing the mind, body, and spirit. The herbal grimoire reveals the alchemical secrets of plants, a gift from Gaia herself. These sacred herbs bestow health to the body, mind, and spirit. The book Ancient Healing Techniques is to provide readers with insights to those ancient and holistic healing methods, how they work, and how they can be integrated into modern wellness practices. It also discusses the importance of intention, intuition, and the power of the mind in the healing process. The secrets of age-old healing are unveiled. This grimoire of wisdom traverses the mists of time, unraveling the secret threads that bind ancient traditions to the mystical art of healing. Within its pages, one shall unearth a treasure trove of arcane knowledge. Ancient Healing Techniques is a sacred grimoire of rejuvenation, echoing the wisdom of ages past. Readers shall discover the whispers of ancient practitioners, unveiling the potential for renewal and transcendence. Wield its teachings with intention and craft of their own path to holistic well-being. And I love this book because it teaches you and it uses quotes from famous people throughout the chapters. And the biggest part of the book is, thousands of years ago, the priests and priestesses of ancient Egypt practiced a rite called the final initiation. It was performed under the Great Pyramid in a secret chamber, and it involved ceremonies with breath work, meditation, and chanting. Afterward, they are sent out into the world as healers. Now, I believe that these mystery schools are still taught under the pyramid to this day, but you have to be invited to get access to the secret chamber under the pyramid. The final initiation is one of the first lessons in the book. And let me tell you guys that I've had amazing positive results when doing this exercise and doing the chanting and the breathing work. The author guides you through the steps and explains how and why chanting and breath work open the chakras and let the prana, or the essence of life, flow through you. He teaches us about how the glands and the organs in the body are affected by chanting. He talks about the HGH, the human growth hormone. These topics are discussed in depth as he explains how the human body heals itself through the practice of the final initiation. The author teaches us about healing throughout different traditions and cultures. He even teaches us some hands-on healing techniques that I have used before in Reiki, a Japanese hands-on healing technique that I learned and then blended it with my own healing practices in witchcraft. We learn about the chakras and the mystical side of healing, as well as the medical side of healing. I was impressed by the amount of medical knowledge I learned from this book. I am not a doctor, and I had to look up some new medical terms that I didn't understand as I learned about the human body. We learn about the glands and the parts of the brain, and there are charts and illustrations to give us an idea behind how healing works. From healing headaches to opening the chakras, this book takes us on a journey of a spiritual healer, and it teaches us the old ways while understanding the human body. We learn about healing with colors and even astral projection. Soul healing and healing symbols are a big part of the middle of the book. And at the end of the book, there is a short story about the Great Alexandrian Library from a remote viewer, and it is one of my favorite stories. And we will discuss that story in the next episode of the Temple of the Owl. We'll be talking about the Great Alexandrian Library. In conclusion, I believe that healing comes from within, inside of us, that the healer doesn't really heal the person. I think a real healer helps the body heal itself. And I think that the human body is always trying to heal itself, and that the practitioner is just helping that healing energy flow through you and more efficient. I believe it's us that heals, and that no one can actually heal you from the outside, but they can merely help your body heal itself. I highly recommend this book to anyone who wants to learn about metaphysics and healing the body. Now, whether you are into subtle healing, hands-on healing, or Understanding the Chakra System to Heal. This book is a must-read for the seeker on the spiritual path. And the name of the book again is Ancient Healing Techniques by Douglas DeLong. That's one of the books, guys, that I read a while back, and again, I've read it several times, and I always am learning new information, finding out new things about the body, and learning these techniques to heal myself, and sharing that information with you guys so that you can heal yourselves too. We all have that, we all know someone that needs healing, and we all need this stuff ourselves to heal ourselves from the damage that has been done to us over the years. And these techniques have helped me heal all kinds of different pains, and even help me in my brain and understand how this healing kind of works. Well, I do recommend this book. Find the audiobook or rent it from the library. It's kind of a short book. It's not too long. So I do recommend, if you're into wanting to heal your body and understand how healing works, I highly recommend this book. I am Matt Sal. Thank you for listening to the Temple of the Owl. And a special thank you for those listening on the Troubled Minds Radio Network, KUAP Digital Broadcasting. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Blessed be.
For many centuries, witchcraft has been considered evil, associated with the devil and all things dark. Let's break these stereotypes with your host, Matt Sal, of the Temple of the Owl. Let's talk about magic, of the old way to explore the many roles of the witch, learn the tools of the craft, the history of the science